So this is the second. This is also the Lucena position, the same thing. But in this case, earlier in the Lucena we had this position, something like this, yeah. But now we are going one square to the right, and if this was white to play, white would win easily with the same procedure as the Lucena position. Give a check, king goes here, then rook would go here, and in the next moves, if the let's say rook goes somewhere here, king goes here. After check, this check here, check here, then the rook blocks, and this is if white moves first. But what if it's black to move first? In this case, this is a draw, and that is because the rook is on the side where there is a lot of space, and that's why it's called like distant. And when you give a check, it's called a distant check. And this is only possible when the king is on the short side. This is the short side, and this is the long side. So the rook has to be on the long side of the board when the pawn reaches the 7th rank, and the king has to be on the short side, and this is a draw. Now let's see why. So first rook check, king goes here, rook check, king goes here, rook check, king goes here, and now after the rook check the king will go back here because you can't go here, you just lose the pawn, and so that's why this is a draw. And so this was the long side way of drawing the game in the Lucena position if it's black to move first. Now this is the knight pawn defense when it's the knight pawn, and you have the rook versus the rook, and knight pawn is on the 5th rank. So first let's say white goes here, king. So always we say that put the king ahead of in, like to support the pawn you have to move the king first, and so king goes to a6. Now we move our rook back here, and this rook acts as the defense against the checkmate. Now let's say pawn to b6, we move the rook to f8. Anywhere between these four we can go. And now if rook gives a check, king goes to a8. If you go here, then this is just a win for white. Not really, but it's very much winning. Maybe it is a win, I don't know. So yeah, so that's why king goes to 8, just to make sure that if the king goes here, then white would exchange the rooks, and so that's why it's better to just be on in the corner. It's not because you also have stalemate chances if both the rooks are exchanged, and then there is a lot of stalemate chance, and so that's why you just go to the corner. And anyways, the rook is there to defend the checkmate. And now rook goes here, king goes here again, and if rook goes back, then we just move our rook within these 4 squares. And so this is the way to draw this position with the knight pawn. And so that's it. Thanks.